Hey y'all, in my conversations with the Father today, we discussed the lack of patience in mankind toward the Lord. This was a very insightful conversation, so I wanted to make sure I shared it with you guys. We pretty much were just discussing how, we set up these prayers and we immediately have them followed by being discouraged, and just moments after we send them out, it's because we expect things to go how we want them to go, and so the Father had stated this morning, many become disheartened when waiting on immediate answers to a prayer, but all must understand, I am pleased to respond, but first I must make changes to their lives. I need to add wisdom to their character and put everything in order so that the long-awaited blessing does not become a burden. Now that makes so much sense when you put it in perspective. We've heard of lotto winners who they won the lottery, but you find out in some of these stories they've blown all the money, they lost everything, they're even more in a hole than they were when they initially won the lottery. And that comes from a blessing that has turned into a burden. Their hearts are not equipped to be able to handle that blessing in a way that would net them not only grace, but joy. Because the joy isn't in the money, the joy is in the freedom the money gives you. So the spending is where the issue really came from. They were not prepared for that blessing, and it turned into a burden. We also hear of famous actors or singers and performers who hit big and they're doing great, and then they spiral downward. And again, it comes from having a heart that is ready for the blessing at hand. And that's what God does. He prepares the blessings and delivers it on a silver platter so that you can't make a mistake. So that it is so flawless that this blessing can only take you further. But it takes a great deal of patience as well as trust. Without those two, the recipe will fall apart. You're going to have a flat cake every single time. So I'm going to leave you with that. I'll also put it in perspective this way. If you can wait a whole 2 weeks before you get your first check from an employer, why can't you wait on the Lord? Until next time.